Well, Valentine's Day is fast approaching, so get your wallets ready. The National Retail Federation estimates that consumers will spend a record high of $20.7 billion on the big day this year. When it comes to who will spend more, though, you'd be surprised to learn the answer is men, according to a new survey by Bankrate.com. Here to break down that survey is KellyAnne Smith, Bankrate.com analyst. Thanks for being here, KellyAnne. Appreciate it. Want to just get to what I think a lot of people, at least here, were caught off guard with. Men have higher expectations when it comes to Valentine's Day.
Yeah, so our survey was super interesting, and it showed that men were expecting to spend over $300 on their partners, and they're also expecting their partners to spend over $200 on them. And to put that into perspective, women were only reporting about a $67 spend on their partners. So there's just such a big difference in expectations. But I think the main takeaway here is that you don't need to go out and spend a bunch of money on this holiday.
Oh, you don't, do you?
For love.
Yes, I think that some people might push back on that, but okay. In terms of what you see, you break it down by gender there. In terms of spending, where the spending is going and age, I mean, how does it break down?
Sure. So younger millennials, that's going to be ages 23 to 29. They were the most likely to spend, and they were reporting the highest spending expectations. And I thought that was interesting because younger people are a lot more tapped into social media. And data does show that it does influence consumer spending. So it's a lot of this idea of having to keep up with everybody else and, trying to compete in that space to make it look like, you're having this big, lavish holiday.
I'd also make the argument, too, there, probably, that you're probably trying for a little bit more there in that age group if you're trying to get married or impress somebody
get
there.
married. Oh,
absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, if you're trying to get married.
To get married, of course. That's what I was thinking.
But also, it's also different between when you look at how long people have been together. I think that's another takeaway from the survey, right?
Yeah, so we also found that the longer people are together, the less that they're going to be spending. Some of them might not even be celebrating the holiday, but it also goes back to, the idea of ages and age expectations of spending. When you're older, you might have more financial obligations. Maybe you have a mortgage or kids or something, so you have less of a disposable income to put towards that holiday.
All right. KellyAnne Smith from Bankrate.com. Appreciate you breaking down the survey.
Thanks for having me.
All right. What do you guys think about that? Am I just being pessimistic there and thinking that millennials are spending more because they have more to prove?
Well, there's a lot of social media pressure. So you know that when it's Valentine's Day, people are going to be scrolling through their feeds, and there's pressure to, have an extravagant Valentine's Day. It's not necessarily the best motivation for that. You would hope that people would just do it for the relationship.
Yeah.
But we all know that's not the world that we live in. A lot of people do it just for the clicks.
All right, glad I'm not the only
I think a lot of
just for the likes.
I think a lot of young millennials are taking this opportunity to really celebrate those small milestones.
Sure.
And so they'll save during the month, but then they'll splurge to maybe go out to a nicer dinner or stay in a hotel. And so, I still have hope that hopefully they're putting some of that money to their student loans as well.
Yeah, that's not as romantic.
Yeah,
Like, hey,
no, not as sexy.
Baby, let me pay off your student loans.
Actually, that might be sexy. I don't know.
You're right. It depends. It depends on how much you have in student loans.
And how you say it.